Hey, Ed Drost here, and Three Wellness, the Science. Ed Drost here, Three Wellness, the Science, Part 2 with Dr. Dan Gubler. Uh, if you saw Part 1, Caltech trained, PhD. He's been in the cellular absorption technology realm or arena for 15 years. He's an expert in the field, and he put together, if you, like I said, if you saw Part 1, we have 11 different cellular absorption technologies in our product line. So Dr. Dan was just talking about the poor health in the US and really around the world. Our food system just is not what it used to be. We're not absorbing the phytonutrients that we need. So Dr. Dan's going to be talking about our product line, and he's starting with Vitality.
Entire day without eating anything medicinal. And when you do that day in and day out, week after week, month after month, year after year, human health suffers tremendously. The food we're eating is not as healthy in phytonutrients as the food our parents and our grandparents ate. And when the metabolism of the body is broken, when we're unhealthy, this junker car, we can't absorb nutrients. So even when we do eat something good, we're not absorbing the nutrients to the degree that we need to. So this forms a very vicious cycle that just causes health to spiral down. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to develop a product that gave the body everything that it needs for proper function. The micronutrients, the probiotics, the prebiotics, the enzymes, chlorophyll, phytonutrients, everything the body needs for proper function. And that product is Vitalite, the world's #1 premier foundational health product. And what does it do? Well, it gives everything the body needs for proper function. That helps with heart health, brain health, eye health, gut health, cellular energy. So how many of you, when you take this product, you feel natural energy? When I go around talking with people about Vitalite, that's the #1 thing that they say, man, this just makes me feel energized. And then they come up to me and they lean up close and they're like, how much caffeine is in the product? Because I feel energy. I'm like, what? Yeah, how much caffeine? Well, 0 caffeine, 0. Well, why are we feeling energy? Well, it's not stimulatory. We're giving the body the nutrients it needs. When the body doesn't have the nutrients it needs, we don't have the energy. It's like a power plant that's running at 50% capacity. It can't feed electricity to the entire city, so there's rolling blackouts. Sometimes you have power, sometimes you don't. With this product, we now have power again, natural energy. Our mind is sharp and keen and active, and everything's better, mood's better, because we now have the nutrients we need. These are the key ingredients in this product. One of the key, among these, one of the best, and one of the ones we need to talk about is our natural vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are not easily absorbed in the body. They don't cross the cell membrane. The cell membrane is very particular about what it lets in and what it lets out. And it doesn't let a lot of things in, even though they're good. Medicinal phytonutrients, it doesn't let them in because the role of the cell membrane is to keep the cell and the body alive. It doesn't just randomly let things in and out. And so it's a bit paranoid. You know, like that paranoid person that doesn't pick up the phone or won't open the door and let someone in. It's paranoid. And vitamins and minerals don't get into the cell. So when you take a normal multivitamin supplement, no absorption. That's why when you use a restroom, your urine is bright yellow colored because it's not being absorbed. Well, what we did is we went to one of our favorite organisms called yeast, and we gave yeast their favorite food, and we treated them very kindly. We gave them their blankie. We put on their favorite movie. We gave them everything that they need. And we said, hey, will you make vitamins and minerals for us? And the yeast, they do. And it's great. And we collect the vitamins and minerals. But what's really cool, what we found and discovered is that when we collect these vitamins and minerals from yeast, there's something that comes along, a molecule called a glycoprotein. And glycoproteins are actually part of the cell membrane. And one of the things you need to know, if you remember your chemistry and biology, university days or high school days, wasn't that great? Isn't science amazing, science classes? But one thing that you'll remember is like associates with like. Molecules with similar chemical properties, they bond, they bind to each other and hang out together. Molecules of different properties, they repel. And so glycoproteins are part of the cell membrane. So when we have a glycoprotein attached to a vitamin or mineral and it comes up to the cell membrane's like, hey, what's up, brother? It recognizes the glycoprotein. The glycoprotein assimilates, it merges into the cell membrane, and it throws the vitamin or mineral into the cell. And now we have vitamins and minerals with superior bioavailability. And no one else on the planet is using this technology. You can see we have enzymes, trace minerals, probiotics, 100 million probiotics. That's a really good amount. There's an arms race when it comes to probiotics nowadays, 20 billion, 50 billion, 100 billion. Everybody's going up like this. But there's recent clinical studies showing that too much of a good thing is too much. When you add too many good bacteria, probiotics, into the gut, it actually causes, scientifically, we say dysbiosis, or an imbalance in the gut microbiome. So 100 million live good bacteria is the perfect amount. And then we have an omega-3 soft gel. And that omega-3, we designed it such that it mimics if you were to eat fresh fish, fresh tuna, fresh salmon that has omega-3, astaxanthin, other fatty acids that are vital for human health. So it provides all of that. And it does so without the heavy metals, without the mercury that can be found in fish. Now, here are the curated phytonutrient combinations. So you remember, we talked about curation, about this secret recipe, putting together these beautiful combinations that make us unique and different from any other company out there on the planet. Now, I have 3 examples of phytonutrient combinations, curation examples, but in every formula, there's over 40. And I won't tell you all of them, but here's 3 that'll give you an example. So vitamin B12 and a beautiful phytonutrient called astragaloside 4. Now, isn't that a beautiful molecule? Man, look at that. You see at the top, you have a 3-membered ring. In the middle of the molecule, the top, it's black, 3-membered ring. That's a cyclopropane ring. And usually the bond angles are 109.5 for carbon bonds. But in that cyclopropane, they're at about 108. So it's about to blow. It's really stressed. It's really strained. When I look at molecules, I like to think that they have personalities like people. And you know that person that's just kind of uptight and you walk on eggshells around that person because you don't know when they're going to explode. Well, that's what astragaloside 4 is. But when you have that person that's uptight, and then you have that other person that's really good friends with that person and can talk them down, can talk them off the cliff, can calm them down. That's what vitamin B12 is. They form a beautiful combination. They were meant to be together, and it increases the power of vitamin B12. Enzymes are the molecular machines that catalyze all the reactions in the body. But enzymes, like a car, like a machine, are of no use unless you have a key to open the door, to turn the engine on, and to make that car move and to do work. If you don't have trace minerals, then the enzymes are useless. They just sit there. And so most products have enzymes, but they don't have trace minerals. And then vitamin E and omega-3, they work beautifully together to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body. They're synergistic in nature. So you can see these are 3 combinations that make this product powerful and unique and different from any other product on the planet. Like I said, we have over 40 more of these that we could show. So that's a big deal. And then we have our cellular absorption technologies. Vitalite uses 3 different cellular absorption technologies. We talked about the yeast glycoprotein matrix technology. We have an enzyme blend of specific enzymes that take big molecules that can't get into the cell membrane and can't exert their function in the cell. And we take them and we chop them up into smaller and smaller pieces. So they're now able to go through the cellular membrane. They kind of shimmy their way through, get into the cell, and now they're able to do their job in promoting health. And then we have a class of molecules called polyphenols, a unique patent pending mixture of polyphenols that complex with bioactive molecules and push them into the cell. So that's foundational health. So when we take this product, now our foundation is strong. The body has all the tools it needs to succeed. The second need state is related to the skin. The skin is the largest organ of the body. And the skin's prone to being damaged. Pollution, stress, anxiety, poor diet cause the skin to stop functioning how it should. And in the skin, you have a molecule called collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body, and skin cells pump out collagen. They're like, you see this picture, it's like this factory, this assembly line here that's just pumping out car after car after car after car. Skin cells are pumping out collagen after collagen after collagen after collagen because the skin needs collagen. It's the structural foundation of the skin. And so skin cells are pumping out collagen, and everything's great until we turn 27 and 30 and 35. Because at about age 27, the body stops making collagen. Not completely, it starts to go down, but the production of collagen drops to the point that we're in our 40s, 50s, very little collagen is being turned over and produced in the skin cells. And that's a problem. Collagen keeps the skin tight. You know, it's like if you set up a tent and you have the tent poles underneath that keep the tent fabric tight and taut. If you start pulling poles out of the tent, what happens is the tent starts to collapse. It sags. And that's what happens with our skin. When collagen production is degraded, we start to see wrinkles and crow's feet and these fine lines. So that's a problem. And it affects the way that we see ourselves. It affects the way others see us. But the skin is also a vital organ for health. There's what we call the skin-brain axis. There's a skin-heart axis. There's a skin-gut axis. And the skin does so many different things for health, in addition to providing a barrier to keep everything out and to keep all the good reactions inside the body that are functioning. So that's a problem. What do? These factories are broken. You look at this factory. It's broken. It's run down. The workers have gone, long gone. But if you were to take a look into that window, if you were to peer into one of the windows of the factory, you know what you would see? You'd see this. You'd see the machinery. It's still there. Everything's still there. It's covered in tarps and maybe covered with dust and whatnot, but it's still there. So the idea is, what if we could turn that on again? What if we could bring back the workers, bring back the raw materials and start making collagen again? If we could do that, that would be powerful and that would be unique because there's so many collagen products out there, right? You could buy it at all the big box stores, small stores, retail, online, gas stations, 7-Eleven. You could buy it everywhere. But these collagen supplements are not effective because collagen's a big molecule and it doesn't absorb into the cell. And if you're just constantly giving the body collagen, but you're not turning the factories back on, then it's crazy. It's not a novel and it's not a sustainable strategy. So the product that we developed that turns on the body's natural ability to make collagen is collagen. And there's no other product on the planet that does this. So this product helps us to look and feel youthful again. It's a hair, skin, and nails product. It contains 5 grams of marine collagen. We get our collagen from Norway, from the North Atlantic Ocean, and it's fished by a sustainable open ocean aquaculture method. And it's certified by the Marine Stewardship Council. It's the best, highest quality fish collagen on the planet. It's type 1 collagen, which is what you need for proper health. A lot of companies are using beef collagen right now. Beef collagen is not the best type of collagen. It doesn't absorb. Why do people use beef collagen? Because it's a byproduct of the beef cattle industry in the US and in other countries. They have all these bones laying around. What are we going to do with it? Well, let's sell it as collagen, but it's not effective. And what we do with our collagen, it is a big molecule. So we take it through a process where we hydrolyze and micronize it, meaning we break it down into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces through this hydrolysis process. And then it undergoes further micronization. So these small pieces don't aggregate. They don't glom onto each other. So they're separate. So they can now go through into the cell, pass through the cell membrane, and turn on collagen production again. The key feature of our collagen, there's a dimer to a small molecular fragment called HIP-Pro, hydroxyproline proline together. That's responsible for helping to turn on collagen production. And it is the active molecule. And so in our marine collagen, we have large amounts of this HIP-Pro messaging molecule. We have keratin, we have hyaluronic acid in pomegranate. That's also part of our secret sauce, because in pomegranate, you have beautiful molecules called punicalagins and ellagic acid that also help to turn the genes, the chemical switches on to produce collagen. We have vitamin C, we have biotin, and other ingredients in this product. Curated phytonutrient combinations. So you see here, this HIP Pro on the top left, that molecular structure, hydroxyproline connected with a proline. That's a powerful molecule. And then ellagic acid, I mentioned, isn't that a beautiful molecule? Look at that. It's symmetric. If you were to take a line and draw it down the middle there, you see it's symmetric one with another. It's flipped a little bit. But man, with that personality, I see ellagic acid as being, that person like has it all together. They're super organized. They have all the friends. You look at them, you look at their social media, and they're just living the best life. They're amazing. Well, that's ellagic acid. It has everything together. Biotin and HLA form a nice combination. Pterostilbene from our grapeseed and ascorbic acid form a nice combination. And again, there's over 40 other curated combinations that we could talk about that really are responsible for the unique power of this product. And then cellular absorption technologies, 3 different technologies: hydrolysis, micronization, and polyphenol complexation. So what you're seeing here is that every product has 3 or more different cellular absorption technologies. Okay, so we have foundational health. The body has everything that it needs. And now the skin's humming, it's producing collagen. And so our skin is moist and plump and beautiful and bright and dewy. So the next thing is we want to put a shield around the body, like in a video game or whatever, put a shield around the body to protect the body from oxidative stress, from oxidation, from pollution, from all the things that could break and wear the body down. It's like a roof on a house protects everything inside the house, the people and all the possessions. It protects them from hurricanes and tsunamis and hail and wind and rain, so that everything in the house is beautiful and nice and safe. Because if the roof breaks down, then we have a problem. And the problem is when the roof breaks down and everything else inside the home is damaged, the house ages more quickly, right? And so when the shield of the body is broken down, it causes premature aging. And we don't want that. We want the body to age gracefully. We want health span and lifespan. We want to live to a ripe old age, but we also want to have health all the way along the way. Longevity. Longevity is huge right now. There's a lot of companies talking about longevity. Well, the product that we're talking about that we developed is a longevity product. It's an anti-aging product, and it helps to protect the body. And that product is Eternal. And there's no other product on the planet that uses the anti-aging longevity technology that we do here at Eternal, that we do here at 3 with Eternal. Now, what makes it unique? Well, it's an anti-aging product. It neutralizes free radicals. It's an antioxidant powerhouse. It protects the body from UV radiation and UV damage. Key ingredients: it has 200 milligrams of resveratrol. And not just any resveratrol that's highly bioavailable, that's locked up in liposomes and mice cells, and other technology that we'll talk about in a minute that help it to be the most bioavailable on the planet. Normal resveratrol, about 10% bioavailability. We have glutathione, one of the most powerful antioxidants on the planet. We have 1.6 grams of marine collagen, the same marine collagen that we use in collagen. Because if we want to help with longevity and anti-aging, a little bit of collagen is a good thing. We have 10 superfruits with hundreds of different phytonutrients that help to protect the body from damage. And we have CoQ10, an amazing molecule that increases production of the power plants in the cell, the mitochondria. And we have third-party testing showing that in every packet of resveratrol, we have every packet of Eternal, we have over 200 milligrams of resveratrol. These are some of our phytonutrient combinations. You see here, top right, look at that, delphinidin. That is a freaking beautiful molecule. You have a plus charge on the oxygen there. It's called an oxime. And what happens is other molecules will come in right next to where that plus charge is, and they'll form bonds. So delphinidin is a connector. You know that person that knows everybody? You're like, oh yeah, I know the prime minister of whatever, and I know the CEO of this company and whatever. Delphinidin is a connector. So when you have delphinidin in a formulation, it connects all the other molecules and moves them to where they need to go. And so all of the molecules in a product are better when you have delphinidin in it. But most people don't know that. Other companies don't know that. And they don't use delphinidin. They don't even know what delphinidin is. They don't know where it's from. And so that's one of our secret sauces that we use. Glutathione and CoQ10. They're together like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have one without the other. And if you do, when you formulate, it's not going to be as powerful, as effective. And then we have collagen and ellagic acid, like I talked about before. So these are a few of the curated combinations in Eternal that make it so special and so powerful. We have 4 different cellular absorption technologies in Eternal: liposomes, polyphenols, hydrolysis, and micronization. Okay. The next thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to help with inflammation.
That's Dr. Dan explaining 3 of our products. In part 3, we're going to go over 3 additional products, and then he's going to go through a variety of other things. So this is probably, I said 3 parts, but I think we're going to have a 4-part series here on 3 wellness to science. And as Dr. Dan explains, you can understand why these products are the top of the line products out there on the market. There's no other company that has products of this caliber with 11 different absorption technologies. And when you take them, you feel that they're working and doing something for you. So, anyway, Edros, love to connect, love to talk to you about the products, love to get you more information. I can send you PDFs on each product, PDFs on our absorption technology and the studies behind it. We also have an epigenetic study, so on why our products are working. So Dr. Dan's going to go over that too. So anyway, again, Edgeros, love to connect. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, or go to temovement.com. Love to have you part of our group, the Fierce Life group. We're doing fantastic things here with 3 and our entrepreneurial and wellness movement. So again, Edros, see you in part 3.